Hello and welcome to Pillars of Eternity. Let's get out of here. We have bounties to collect. Alright. Where to next actually? Let's take a look. Dead, slain. A druid code has found around Maguara in the North World. Well, we are gonna see where that is because I don't remember this location actually. Eastern Wood, Vale Wood, Young Wood, Woodland Plains, Elm Shore, Norwell. There you are. Okay, that will wait a little bit then. There is a bounty offer for Galan Delgar, an infamous slaver. Virgin suggests that he could be found in Mountguard's Bridge. 8 hours away from here. Well, on our way home we can just pass by him and take his head. I mean, we can borrow his head. He can have it back after we show it to our bounty hunter. Though it's gonna be amazing if we actually disintegrate him. He still has a head in the end. Anyway.
Lay low.
Just so we'd be certain, he is here. Or maybe he's down there. Or maybe over here.
Seen.
I remember this place. No? This is absurd. Oh, I guess he is here. If not, he's up there. Maybe. We'll see. Heather, why don't you go forth? Not here either. Is that the wrong bridge? Matmur. Yeah, that's the bridge, alright. That's where we came from. Don't want to split the party again. Last time we lost Haravis because we split the party, and he was not actually split from the group, but it doesn't matter, we lost him. Definitely need to upgrade your sword and give you something a little bit better, maybe. Wait, is he in the end of the bridge right there? Atheras. Where is he? It's not such a huge location, so... Azuro has arrived. Again, you want to sell me a Morningstar this time. The paladin Mabek was caught on an ancient forest by a vivid dream. In this dream he watched a tree grow from a seed of... Oh, I remember this, and I had this. Now, if it was the gloves I would have taken them, but I already have this axe. This Morningstar. Is there a way I can say go away and bring me something useful? Oh. Okay. This is yours. Taken. Ravis. Why don't you stay here? You as well. They're all yours, mate. You retreat a little bit, maybe. Don't turn, just attack this guy. Did you blinded me? Yes, for a second. It's fine. Okay, this one's good. Interesting. Okay, help him. There goes your slaver, mate. This one's yours. Don't stop attacking this one. Good. Oh, it's knocked out. I see. Okay, go get this one.
Fear no one!
Oh, you're stuck. Just a second there. Take it out. Damn it. Okay, I need you to heal yourself. And I need you to shoot this guy, and you... Damn it, I was hoping you'd survive. Oh well. Knock him down. Kill this guy.
Yes. I'm here.
Severe burn. Quite a lot of fire attacks apparently. Deflection until hit or critically hit. And I'm gonna keep these. Oh, it's the only one. Oh well.
Yeah?
Take whatever you can. No artifacts this time, except this one. Oldgarn's Wall. You take this, because we might use it. The Potion of Power. I know you are collecting these.
I would welcome the extra strain, if only I had room.
You already have that up max. This one is mine. I can give this to Ether. There you go. Right, we had this Plainbow pair Castellas. I don't think I read about it. Okay, let's read about this and give it to our amazing cleric. Our charismatic yet nefarious villain, thief, grew tired of stealing and dedicated to find a new way to entertain himself. He would get himself hired onto ships and ingrate himself with the crew After a few voyages, he'd convinced the crew to mutiny, making sure to execute the captain with his own requibus. Once the deed was done, he would abandon the crew to their fate at the next port and slip away, traveling to a new city to start the game again. Why? What's the point? Okay, damage because he's good. Accuracy, granted on an ally attacking the same target. That's nice. Does that mean... Oh, so the ally gains 10 accuracy when they are attacking the same target, which means that if that stacks, you are gonna get plus 10. Gun monk. Really looks awesome. Anyway. So binded weapons. Sure, I care about those, trust me. Where are those locked? Guess you can unlock them with the pockets or something, but... Okay, we want this. And this. Actually, I wanted those on you, not me. You know, I can keep one of those traps. Poisonous cloud trap, 3 of them. And this trap, which I'm gonna give to you as well, and we're all fine now. Okay, where's the next one? Well, we're gonna go and kill that thing. Where do I need to go to enter this place, I wonder? That would cross it, maybe? No. Maybe this place here, it doesn't matter. Let's just go to Hard Zone. Let's go to Cadnoa first. Turn in our bounties, it's in the way anyway.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
You said that before, you know. Quite a long time ago as well. Anyway, 3 turns for this quest. It will be completed the second we turn the heads in. Cool.
How do you do?
Yeah, I have stuff for you. Oh. Okay, that's good. This time. This is a little bit less than 50%. And there's that task done. Let's enter the keep and see what we got from that.
Amazing. You could fit a whole...
Okay, once we're done with this, I might go and talk to Roderick. Perhaps he would listen to reason. He is, after all, a noble. Yes. Wide variety of area of effect, defensive spells, they also have the ability to transform into an animalistic animal form, whatever. Say, we should have new stuff from you, right?
Greetings.
Yeah, kinda. Still is garbage though. Reflexes. Ooh, this is a major artifact. And Virtual Bearings. Also need to rest in the Sky Dragon's lair. Speaking of resting, since we're here. Okay, let's go and deal with Redrick once more. Should I bring Kana with me? You know, I think I'm fine. I actually have to do this guy's quest as well at some point. In fact, I'm gonna do that exactly after Redrick has been dealt with. Again.
Amazing. Village in here.
You know... Nah. Let's just go with what party we have right now. But no, first... I know I've rested and you will lose that constitution bonus. But...
May Wal watch your step.
be proud of yourself, man. Does that give you intelligence? No, it gives you endurance. And it's an exceptional armor. Okay, something that gives you a little bit more intelligence would be nice. Let's see how this looks on you, because it is a pretty heavy armor. Okay. So this is the most expensive one of all. This one does look very good on you, mate. Just saying. Also, you should leave these things at home. And take this quarterstaff. I mean, it fits your armor. And so bind. Yes. Deal damage to beetles or damage to enemies. Well, at least now we have a quest for you, at least. Yes, at least. Though your accuracy is horrible. This gives you 2 intelligence. Isn't there something that is not, you know, horrible? Maybe some gloss of intelligence or something like that? Perception +4. Okay. Of reflex +12. That is amazing. Yes, that's of might. I don't think we're gonna find anything. That was such a disappointment. I mean, Even the helmet itself without the little tiny glasses looks cooler than what it actually is. You know what? Don't worry about it. Let's just move out. To Redrick's Hold we go. There shouldn't be any enemies in front of the gate, right? I mean, he just wants to see us. No harm done, right?
Nice and quiet.
Just in case. Let's sneak inside. As I approached, the smelling woman, really? Smiling, at the side of the road, we are struck with a sense of unease. At a distance I could see her skin has a sickly pale sheen in it, and her eyes are ghastly milk white of cadaver. Her expression sits oddly on her face, as if it requires great effort to maintain.
Hello.
Lord Redrick has been expecting you. It is good that you have not refused his challenge. He feared you might prove a coward in the end. How? I killed both him and his rival. I will escort you to him, if you wish. Yes, please. Come then, he waits for you there. She points up towards the topmost tower of the keep and leads the way over the drawbridge.
Quietly now.
An armored figure stirs forward. In place of its eyes, great flames burn, emanating heat and light. In the orange glow I could see the face beneath has succumbed to rot, the cheeks sunken and lips pulled back over a grey gum of decaying teeth. But it's unmistakably Redrick who stout before me.
Look well. See what you have made of me. But see too what great Berith has permitted. I am returned, mind and soul, so that I might be avenged upon my enemies.
Are you struck wordless? It is a ghastly thing to step beyond the shroud, to be dragged back to the rether of the rotting shell. You will only have a taste of what I have suffered before it passes.
You would have cast the Veil into a darker age, left it rudderless, leaderless. Kolsch did not know what beast he sought to tame, did he? What twisted and thrice cracked soul had come to sow the seeds of Gilded Veil's downfall? I will not allow my lands to fall into ruin. I will cleanse the scattered god's poison from the blood of my people. I will scour his name from the Deerwood. Berith has blessed me with its favor, and I will be its sword. There will be no more mercy for the heretic, the thief, the charlatan. All will meet with death.
You won't last any longer than Kalask did.
Then may the twin god guide my blade. I will cut you cleanly from the earth and send you swiftly into the next life. I promise you that.
Ether, he's yours. You won't need the gun.
Hey.
Okay, now that's bad.
I'm here. Ready, Watcher.
And you blinded them. That's nice. How long are you charmed? 8 seconds. How long are you charmed? 8 seconds as well. I'm only 4 seconds. Well, I get the Deluxe edition, I guess. Come on, mate. Make them suffer. Okay, maybe you need to drink this. They're all yours, mate. And this. Oh, speaking of which... this one will be decent, I think, and use that on... come on, Nether. Good. Okay, that's bad. Use this if you can. No, actually use this immediately. Redrick is mine.
Zala is ready.
Will this work? How much damage did you do with that thing? Just curious. 50. Oh, come on! Really? Good hit, Mac. Good boy. You wrecked my knee. Honestly, the worst kind of pain you could have inflicted. Charm for 2 seconds. It's gonna be fine. Okay, there you go. I think it's my turn. What, you survived that? Kind of impressive, really. Second.
How may I help? You're not...
This one next.
Ready.
Okay.
Keep it together.
Yes, please.
Aspect worth and rock. These ones are...
Finish him.
Lavaru, be on seat. I can deal with this one.
Why can't we actually resist those spells? I mean, what, you don't have any willpower? It's 92. Okay. It hit them. He rolled 85. Of course it hit it.
Hey.
Just finish him off, okay?
Rith Uligna.
Place of Great Silence. Okay, let's assign demo chorus to it.
Hey.
Any artifacts, mate? He carries many scars. Sounds like something you would wear, actually. Oh. Well, can't believe that you died. I think you died because someone shot you. 40. Wow. Anyway. Wasn't that bad, was it now? Why can't we just teleport down like we teleported up? Again, this wasn't gonna be that difficult if those vampires of his couldn't charm my fellas. Oh well. Again, it's not that bad. We still won. Even if all of us got wounded. I received the worst of it all then. Wrecked knee. Preposterous. And I need to rest now once I return home. Okay. How many turns was that quest? I didn't check, or I did, but I forgot. Oh, we completely missed 2 turns with that. 4 turns, it's fine. After all, what is the goal if not just to win the final quest, right? One day travel to Cadnoa, where we are gonna rest, and then, I don't know, I'm gonna go for the bounty. Yeah, I'm gonna keep Alaf in my party because we need him to gain that level up on the staff. Just I'm curious to see what will happen.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Which one should I send? How long would that last? Just wonder. Doesn't say, just pay him off. Okay. And honestly, if I give you these, your accuracy will go down. Okay, we don't need you. And what is this? Kalbalaf. Okay, let's read about this. This armor was forged in honor of the Red Saren's monarch, Rungfar, who came to believe that as long as no enemy could inflict more pain upon him than he could go upon himself, he could never truly be subjuged by anyone. Conscripted by his government to quell the uprising inspired by Saint Wildwin, Rungthvar became a frightful presence on the battlefield. For every injury he sustained at the hands of an enemy, he would inflict one twice as severe, drawing straight from the pain that enveloped him to fight through injuries and would have caused anyone else to collapse on the ground. He would charge the enemy, covered in blood, with tears of his skin from the hand and foot. His foes would shriek in the sight of him, believing that it was not in their power to injure such a man. Near the end of the rebellion, when the rebels had all but overthrown the government, Rungthvar found himself in a battle defending against Saint Wildon's main forces. Accounts claim that he was the last of his side to remain alive, and he was approached by Saint Wildon himself in the end. As the story goes, the living god looked him over and gave a slight bow, permitting him to fall upon his own blade, that he might remain free. The armor bears many artificial scars added by the blacksmith to make its wearer as imposing as the figure that inspired it, though it wears its real scars with equal pride. Oh, it's a fine armor! Sure, let's have one pathetic armor and just pretend like it's good. It does look amazing. It looks exactly like this one, except it's not green. Just reskin. And I have to say I like the skin more, except that this one fits his shield more. Anyway. Let's move out. Oh, right. Just so we are certain there is nothing else we need to do. Hunter brother. Oh. Oh. Okay. What's the name of your staff again? Greenstone staff. You know, after I'm done with Haravis's quest, I might come back for you.
Farewell.
Alright, one day later, we were there. Well, it's my fault, maybe. Maybe. More wages were paid. Right. The marketplace. Let's move out. Not try my patience is the more. You shall not pass without permission from the Anafrat. I come to see Constone with the blessing of the guided compass. Guard scowls and looks at his companions, who nod back. He turns to you again, his knuckles whittling around his shaft of the spear. Always too cozy with the Istamor. Go then, and mind your step around the sacred stones. Let's go to Elm's Reach. I actually have to ask, where did we need to go again? Not for this quest, for Sagani's quest. And for this one as well, but... And by this one I mean Aravis's quest. Well, anyway. Yeah, he needs to go to the Twin Alps, exactly. And you need to go... north of Twin Elms, of course. The great lioness of the grown old, and no longer has claim over the sacred lair of Gawain's Mall. Dark Omen, even the Delegman could not stop him. Where do you go? Glamfathan Home, Old Song District. Hey guys, look! I'm an outsider. It's just one song. Yeah, we care about this. Trust me. Okay, this is a small area. Might as well loot everything, and by that I mean just go inside the houses and see if there's anything of value I would want.
Slow and silent.
Apparently it's not stealing. Our Glamfat Part 2, Conflict and Unexpected Alliance. I don't think I've read these books actually. An exceptional staff, cool. Oh, those loading times. Anyway, character sheet contains stuff. Trust me, it's important. Oh, wait. There was a secret in one of the Glamfathan houses. If I remember the note that I found.
Hey.
A Stagler and a boar. I wonder which one is better. Of course, we all know that the Arctic fox is the best companion in the world. Ciphers use focus to power their abilities, and then you gain additional focus by beating people up. No. Eggs. Raises of endurance. Gives you resolve and constitution. Can I steal those?
Ready, Watcher.
I don't think so. Early contact. Oops. Killed one, they hit me a little. Killed two, now it's personal.
I'll take a look.
Well, Constitution and Resolve. This gives you some Resolve. This gives you Mind. You apparently don't have gloves. I don't think you need extra constitution. Than the resolve we have. Well, whatever. It's not like anyone can stop me. What are you gonna do? Judge me? If I have more power than your pathetic nation, then your persecution will not stand a chance. Okay, the last Lymphaton house. I think we haven't visited this one yet. Was it in 12 Wells or in Elm Shore? I have to take a look again.
Quiet.
Ah, maybe it's this one. Hey, look at that street grip. This sober set of ropes is flagged with bright shimmering points of white in emanation of starry night sky. It was commissioned by an aging scholar whose love for astronomy and failing eyesight pressed her to request a set of enchanted grab which would allow her to pursue her studies for years to come. I thought it gives you a little bit of intelligence at least, but nope. Let's take a look at that then. Shiny! Anyway, mine looks better. We don't have a lot with us, but doesn't matter. And what do we see here? You can't just tell me what it is, okay? Fine, I don't want to know. But I do, whatever. Hall of Warriors, Blood Sands. Right, where do we need to go for Yor? Harav is no longer welcome in his own tribe. Harav revealed that he was cast out in his cycle because this considered his spiritual form, the Atom Strangler, an abomination. He went to learn more about it, and feels that there might be a druid in Twin Elms who would know more. Oh, gold is gold. Even if I don't need it, I can still take it. Stagler, and people. Pilgrim's crown or whatever. That's when I pressed the giant Stagler with my spear right through the heart. Wait. What happened? A lanky hunter grooms his trouble, a patched fuss of blonde hairs, while listening attentively to a young elven woman. She whispered in Radded's ears and giggled. With his head still lowered, he flashed a wide smile in return. The hunter noticed me. He cleared his throat and straightened his back, adopting an air of dignity. I've been expecting you. My tribesmen have told me that you're to speak the truth about Forim's exile. Well, Atom doesn't hide from the truth. Ask and I'll answer. What exactly happened to Fjorm? Fjorm. Every tribe knows his powers. A hunter of great name, but his time he fell behind. Looked down and licked his lips. He pushed a blonde bristle away from the edges of his mouth. We spotted the giant Stagler on the sentience ridge, above the waterfall of the northwest. It was stalking for prey. Fjorm wanted us to split. He'd lure the beast to the river, and I'd flank it. But the beast didn't come down to the river bank, so we tried to cycle it on the bridge. I climbed faster, and there it was, ready to pounce on me. I pierced flesh mid-air, rolled over and stabbed it again and again. And it was dead. Fjorm couldn't believe that he didn't earn this kill. Not even a cut, he said. He'd not return, with the shame of losing to a twin split arrow. I pleaded, but he was a keeper of the stone. He'd not listen, and now he is exiled. Who knows where? Tell me more about your tribe. We're the youngest tribe in El Glamfart, in fact, but we are not weak. The other tribes have their history, and now we, the twin split arrows, are making our own. We are true Glanfathians, true hunters. I've proven our worth. It was me, not Fjorm, who killed the giant Stagler. Will you stop doing that? Whatever it is. I have a feeling this guy's gonna try to kill me when I learn the truth, because of course he is lying. Maybe not about it. Will you? I swear, if anyone else tries to hit me, I'm going to kill every single one of you. Fine, I'm not going to do that, but
Slow and silent.
not because you haven't earned it.
You have stayed true to our cause, Inquisitor, when so many others have not. For every heretic we confess, for every betrayer that burns on our pyres, new sheep continue to flock to Iavara ex Incios. But not you. I underestimated you in the beginning, but no longer.
You honor me, Grand Inquisitor.
It is not for honor that I summoned you today, but for duty. Too many of our own have confessed upon the wheel and the rack and the flame. Too many of our faithful have had their minds poisoned by the Kratom witch. The tide is against us now. We have but one option. Iavara's following must see her exposed for what she is. She must confess her heresy before my court.
How would we reach her then?
Not in Kratom, surely. Their lord has embraced her heathen faith and protects her with his army. But in Oceanus, things would be different. The king of Oceanus is a sinful man. We have helped him to see the error of his ways, and now he fears for his soul. He would pay any price for absolution.
But how would we get Iavara to move to Oceanus?
You have already done much for the Inquisition. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
Laying low.
Oh,
I'll
God.
take a look. Estremor.
Welcome, Mr. Morn. I've got herbs and potions for sale, looking for something to ease your travels, or something to make them more interesting. When she grinned, I saw her teeth and gums are stained brown. Travis sniffed at the air and smiled grew wider with each twitch of his nose. White leaf. I once ate a prototype. Whole while smashed on white leaf. I miss those days. Let's take a look then. Warpaint, taking all of those, mate. And this one's. A tiny sporling. Despite its off-putting toppy mouth and dead eyes, this little sporling is oddly affectionate for a fungal mess. It waddles after you with unexpected speed. Look at that, a pet. When it grows up,
Slow and
we can use it for alchemical things. So, Warpaint. Accuracy, damage, maximum endurance. We have 5 of those. Let's have this. This one goes to the stockpile. You all of those, and this for you. Okay.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Hail to you. May your time in the Golden Grove be inciting. And hail to you, Artem Orlan, the man says with a bow to Heravis. Heravis' eye widened in surprise, and the one good here stands on end. How on Eora did you? The man's eyes remained closed, and he said, with a smile, "Tranquility begets a receptive mind." He opened his eyes, revealing brown irises clouded with beginnings of cataracts. With my eyes open, I see your bird form, but when I look inward, and with this he closed his eyes again. I see the autumn Stagler. I don't know how you can sense it, but you're right about me being the Stagler. What do you know about the beast? Why was I out-criticized just for being able to assume its form? Is there a cure? Dan smiled. His eyes remained closed. I know the beast is often sent by Gawain, a sort of a trial. Many Anfatha are tested by the autumn Stagler. Those bested and consumed by the beast have their souls torn from their bodies and lost for all time. So my tribesmen were right. Tavares looked crestfallen. His posture slumped. His gaze dropped to the ground. Are you saying I have such terrible power? This must be some sort of... If your spirit form were a bee, would you be mystically compelled to make honey? Were it a bird, would you spend all day making nests? Tammo opened his eyes once more and looked Haravis up and down before wincing and shutting his eyes once more. I am saying this. This is what the animal form resembles, is known to do. It seems you're eager to leap to your own conclusions. I would not normally advise one to speak with the cycle of blood sands, but given your circumstances, the Eldrick Null may prove insightful. He turned and with his eye still closed pointed to the northwest. Read the stone slabs carved by the druids of the blood sands. There are the answers to be found, as well as more questions, but you must explore them for yourself. Is there any more you can tell us? Only to trust Gawain and trust in Whale. Both have blessed you in their own different paths. I appreciate the attempt to lift my spirit, but that doesn't really help. But he has a point. I shall trust Whale. Has something to show me in the blood stand. Okay. What exactly is written there? Much of it is utter rubbish on the instant need for sacrifice, but amongst the dogma are a few bits of wisdom on Gawain. Your friend will understand them. Okay, let's go then.
Laying low.
Isolde, an elf with placid green eyes, nodded with greetings. Welcome to the Golden Grove, traveler.
Many blessings, traveler.
Do you seek the wisdom of our herbalists, or simply to bask in Welda's glory? And who leads your order? High Opta Erona leads us. She sometimes journeyed to Elmshore to renew the strait. However, she is there now, with some of her closest followers, in fact. Erona is mighty elm amongst us. She lived for generations. There are none who understand the world as well as she, and we are fortunate to have her wisdom to answer our questions. Tell me more about Erona. Why, you must meet her for yourself. She is wise and kind, and she has led our order from the beginning, yet she walks amongst us and gives us freely of herself. That is what so many of us cherish about her. She is present amongst us in a way that the gods never are. Tell me about the Golden Grove. We are the Ovids, druids, philosophers, and students of nature. We gather here to share our knowledge and celebration. Many travelers come to us for politics and remedies. Valetha understands the curse and poisons of nature like no other. And what is it that you believe? We believe that knowledge is found in the earnest exploration of the natural world. We do not, as some have said, oppose the gods. We simply believe that we have found a brighter, more peaceful path than devotion. I should go.
I'm on the trail.
Okay. Again, a new quest, because if not, I think we should go to Elmshore. Speaking of Elmshore and stuff, we spoke with Talon. an ovid of the golden. You should have said Golden Grove. Into an elms. He was able to sense Javier's connection to Atom's Stagler. Suggested that we travel to the Blood Sands and read the stone tablet carved into the Cavernbore expanse. He hinted that the tablets contain information of great use. Okay then, let's go.
On the hunt.
Okay, I was sure there would be a secret there, anyway. Two identical women seem on the fade into view as they move away from the great trees that camouflage them. Their skin is tree bark, rigid and scaly, weathered in curling tangle of root, buds and bloom. Their hair hangs beneath the shade of serrate leaves, like the dropping branches of the elms above, and the pupils of their eyes are encircled with hundreds of even thousands of concentrated rings, as if to mark the incompetent wisdom of a millennium.
Turn around, flesh creature. Outsiders are not permitted to approach the elms.
One of them extended a snarl of root toward me, then shook the twisted together to form something like an open hand palm.
Do you not feel it, sister? Something familiar. An ancient soul, like the other one. Another defiler, no doubt. Let us fell him and be troubled no more. We would pay the debt of his predecessor.
Yeah, that's how that works.
So it would seem, Rhiannon. But we must not hasten to judgment. I see a different motive here. Different questions in these eyes.
Not really, I just want to find him, kill him, and be cured of this curse. What of it, young trespasser? Is it as my sister says, or are you here to stain the place with foul deeds, as you have elsewhere in your cities, okay? I seek a man who came through here. It sounds as though you have already met him.
There! By his own admission, Sheetha.
Oh, you really want to be killed, don't you?
Really, sister? And you wonder why your leaves begin to fall out before midsummer. Clearly that man did not want to be followed. Whatever the relationship here, I suspect it is anything but cordial.
Well, she's the smart one, obviously. So what, you have the looks, she has the brain. Maybe you can borrow it, I mean, how hard can it be?
The answer is yes, old one. We crossed paths with Theos not long ago, and we can tell you where he went. But I find it curious that anyone would seek him out. Suspicious, even. If we are to help you find him, we would know why.
My reasons are my own, and it has nothing to do with you.
It has everything to do with us. If you do not learn what we know, you will never reach him.
Unfortunately, Rhiannon, I sense that worse things will be in store if we do not impart what we know and bring these two together. But that's what this is really about, isn't it? You are tied to him.
Siva glanced over at me, and then her expression changed, as though seeing you for the first time.
I see it now. You are awakened. Your soul is awake, and something once buried deep now wells to the surface. Past overwhelms present, closes in around you. Your time has nearly reached its end.
I just need to get to Theos.
I am sorry to tell you this, but Theos cannot give you what you seek. Nor can any man. An awakening cannot be undone, any more than your past can be undone.
What does that mean? I thought Mauer said... I'm sorry. So this has all been for nothing, and I'm going to lose my mind.
The soul is formless without a past to shape it. Did you truly expect to be able to wipe it away?
I didn't have a choice. No, yes I did. That, or kill the man who brought it upon me.
He is beyond forgiveness, for his deeds are beyond repair. Is that so? It would seem that way to me as well. But if that is true, then the two of you may be connected more closely than you realize. However, as much as my sister speaks truly that there is no way back from an awakening, there may yet be a way forward. Would you agree, Shiva?
I would. Were the way not so likely to end in death.
You underestimate me.
Or perhaps you underestimate your foe, Old One. Where your soul is renewed in its ignorance in each span of your life, his only grows in cunning and resolve.
The man Theos you must already know by now. You are linked by a common past. Something about it lingers within you, festering, unresolved. What it is I cannot see any more than you. And without that knowledge, your doom is certain. But were you to learn the source of this discord, perhaps it could be put to rest. Though it is equally possible it will trouble you as much now as it did then, and merely speed your condition to its end.
My past comes to me in pieces. How do I unlock the rest?
You might wait for it to come on its own, of course. But when it comes, it will replace your sanity's last breath. Such is the nature of your condition.
Again, you underestimate me.
Or you could learn it from someone who already knows.
Theos, he would remember.
It is said the gods made his memory perfect, that he may never forget his charge. If he ever knew, he still does.
Not that he would tell you, of course.
You have followed the right person for the wrong reason, it seems. We see it often beneath the elms, the soul dragging mind and body to unknown places for unfathomable reasons. You may have wandered into Theos's path many times, in many lifetimes, without an awakening to show you why.
The only thing that's certain is you did not find what you sought.
You know where he is.
He has gone down beneath the tower to a place older than we, where the people of Engwith once walked. He makes his way to the buried city, Sun and Shadow.
May he stay down there and rot with the remains of his people.
He may yet. He won't be returning the way he came, that much is certain. He opened a secret path in the tower's base, and saw it destroyed behind him through some vile means.
Is there another way to get in?
We know of one. On the burial isle, through the court of the penitents, Braeth Yaman. A shortcut, in fact.
Don't be cruel, sister. The way my sister speaks of is not for the faint of heart. A great pit at the center of a forgotten court, where faiths were judged in place of crimes. To most, it is simply a gateway to death. With the help of the gods, it can take you where you want to go.
What do you mean with the help of the gods?
The pit is said to have been a means of judgment by the gods. Those cast into it are meant to die. It is that way you must pass to reach Sun and Shadow. The court is old. We do not know much for certain, but it would seem only the gods themselves can grant passage.
And what is this court?
No more than a ruin now. It is older than we, a place for the trial of heretics. We were not here to witness it, but at one time there was a group that refused to acknowledge the gods. Neither the first nor the last, of course, but these were numerous and all put on trial for it. Those who did not repent were cast into the pit and imprisoned below.
Wouldn't it be more logical for those who believed in the gods to jump in, so that the gods can save them or whatever? Your religion makes no sense.
The fall killed them, of course. The prison was not for people, but for their souls, and their sentences were eternal. It is said that many of the condemned repented and were permitted by the gods to ascend from the pit, so long as they pledged their service to one of them. But these are old legends.
How can I get the gods to help me then?
Behind us is Ter Evron, said to pierce the shroud itself and a place of communion with all gods. If ever there was a time for prayer, you have found it.
Is there no other way?
None.
Well, that was a quick answer. So the only way to get through this pit is to pray for help.
Not the only way. Just the only one that doesn't end with your body impaled on jagged rocks.
Who would I pray to? Any god you can, I should think.
I would pray first to those gods you like best. I hope for your sake the feeling is shared.
How do I pray?
Ter Evron is also called the Hall of Stars, and the stars show us the allegiances of the gods. When stars are in conjunction, we know the gods they represent are aligned as well. You should choose a place to pray where you'll be closest to those you want to hear you. If a god stands alone, you should pray to that god. If they band together, you should address them all. Choose your words wisely, for all gods expect proper homage, and none has patience for fools.
I have other questions as well.
What do you wish to know?
How did you know I was pursuing Theos?
The same way that you are no doubt able to peer into the ether and experience the souls of others. It is something we are born with, some more, some less. A gift common to many creatures of the wilds.
How are you not insane then?
You share certain similarities with the man you pursue. For your sake, I pray they are few and of no consequence.
You mentioned that people come to the elms without knowing why. A soul has a will all its own. It needs a whim and is seldom understood, but they follow them all the same.
There is something about this place that reaches beyond our understanding, something like a beacon. The elms have a way of uniting souls that have been seeking one another, with or without their owner's awareness. Sometimes it is for love, sometimes for vengeance, sometimes for peace. Often it is for no reason we will ever know. In your case, let us hope it is for peace.
Or vengeance.
I need to know about praying for support of the gods.
We will tell you what we can. What do you wish to know?
Tell me about you two.
There is little to be said about us, for we are bound here, caretakers and defenders of this place. Our journey has been over time, but not distance, measured in observations, but not experiences. We have seen the elms grow tall. We have seen cities built, burned, and built again. The only constant has been the tower, a silent companion through the ages. You can imagine why this recent destruction has stirred my sister so.
If you do nothing else, make that man pay for what he did here.
Fare thy well then.
Before you go, tell me this, old one. I'm curious. If you were to subdue your enemy, what would you do with him? What would give you peace?
I won't know until I get there.
A great many questions still to be answered. All the same, think on this matter. Be assured in your course. In the end, it may mean all the difference, not just to his soul, but to yours. And be warned. Some questions have answers that can never be learned, and it is those that trouble the soul above all others. May you find an answer to yours.
Of course, I already knew what I wanted to happen to Theos, but I decided to keep it to myself for now. Anyway, this is where I'm going to end this episode. It's a lot of new quests, for some reason. And we collected taxes, lost 19 to bandits. That's the first time I'm actually kinda happy. It's only 19, not 600 and 400 collected. Anyway, thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.